I would love to go to Sri VSV Sudarshan ji. Let me bring him on spotlight. Namaste, Sudarshan ji. How have you been?
Unmute, sir. Unmute yourself.
Namaste, I have been fine.
Great, sir. Great. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. Let me have the pleasure of introducing you, sir. Then I'll hand over the session to you. Okay. So the topic, very interesting. Ikigai is something which has been the buzzword all across the globe. It is a Japanese secret to long and happy life. That is Sudarshan ji's session. So Sri VSV Sudarshan, graduate in civil engineering, B Civil AMIE, diploma as master trainer from IITD Chennai, presently working as general manager, Engineers India Limited. Project management, construction management consultant. Oh man, how many roles do you take here, sir, apart from being an expert in relationship? He's just taken up the passion to be a trainer and a life skill coach. Just got certified as trainer from IITD Chennai in December 2020. Due to nature of work, have traveled across the country, taken up assignments outside the country like the Abu Dhabi, Algeria. He speaks a lot of languages: Gujarati, Telugu, Hindi, English, Bengali, Marathi, Oriya, and he's been doing awesome work with all of these areas and got certified as NLP practitioner from NFNLP in March 2021 and taken up an assignment in Abu Dhabi recently. Great, sir. A very, very impressive bio. So, with that, I would be taking the pleasure of handing over the session to you. All over to you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Naveen Satyajyoti. Very nice of you to introduce me the way you did. We will begin our session with a prayer to the Almighty God. Few minutes. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Punaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahe Tejasvinavadhitamastu Mahavidvishavabhe Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. This was the prayer to the Almighty God, asking them to give us the blessing of enlightenment and transformation. And true to the blessing of God, we have in front of us this wonderful platform of enlightenment and transformation provided by Amplefy, Kushalji, Kamlesh Patel, and his entire energetic team. I wish to express my deep sense of gratitude and thankfulness for allowing me to speak on this prestigious platform of transformation to celebrate the World Transformation Day. I'll share the screen. Happiness. Happiness can come in our life only as a matter of luck, unless you make happiness presence in your life a habit. Really? Can we make happiness present in our life permanently at all times? And the answer to this question is a big, big yes. We can make it a habit. Really? How is it possible? What is the answer to this question? And the answer to this question is Ikigai, the Japanese secret to happiness, good health, and long life. And I'm here to explain to you in detail about what this entire thing is about. We all are doing something or the other. We all are doing something or the other for going forward in our life. And if you make an analysis, we do a hard working job to earn money, and finally, if you analyze, we want to be happy. We buy a big building, stay comfortably, and finally we see we want to be happy. So, whatever we are doing in our life, we see that we do it with the purpose of being happy. Then, why is it that even though we are doing all our activities to be happy, why is it that happiness is not around us at all times? It is because we are all engrossed in doing these small, small things here and there to gain happiness, but we forget that happiness is not around us, it is very, very far away. We believe that if I get that good job, then I will be very happy. If I make that great house, I live in it, and then I will be happy. If I buy that great car, I'll be very happy. But that is not the way to live life. The way to live life is to make happiness permanently be around you. Now, how do we do that? How can we make happiness to be in our life at all times? And that is what I'm going to tell you about. Before we learn something about Ikigai, we need to know the facts and figures of what has happened to the people who have already been following Ikigai. And for this, we go we go to that place in the east. That is a place in Japan. Place in Japan called Okinawa. What is so special about this place? It is very special. It is seen over here. The people who live here, who follow the practice of Ikigai, are very, very happy. We can see in the photograph also. They're very happy. They will live a healthy life and they live a long life. And a world census and a report on this is the people who have crossed the age of 100 over different countries are shown over here. In India, it is 2. That means 2 persons among 1 lakh have crossed the age of 100. In China, it is 3. In US, it is 22. In Italy, it is 41. In Japan, it is 48. And in Okinawa, it is a huge, huge 68. You see, this is the actual fact and reason why we must all learn about Ikigai. In my own life, like everyone else, I have also been doing this, even though I have a very good job since the last 20, 25 years, but yet I have been trying to do this, looking for that, looking for promotion, looking for transfer at a good place. But I felt that happiness was not all the time with me till the time I learned about Ikigai. Since the time I learned about it, I feel that I have been much, much more happier. When I did the Ikigai analysis of my own, I found my Ikigai was coaching, teaching, and mentoring. And that is why I'm here in front of you over here. The second Ikigai of mine was offering prayers to the Almighty God. That is when I'm very, very happy. And third is to live with my family and friends all around me. When I do these activities, I feel I'm very blessed. I feel I'm very lucky. I feel very happy. So, what are we going to do here now? We are going to find the purpose of being happy. How do we become happy? Where are you going to find this? We are going to find this everything within us. And who is going to find? I or you yourself is going to find. And why? To make our life worthwhile. And how are we going to find it? We are going to find it through self-discipline, self-discovery. Now, in order to make similar analysis for all of you, it is very much possible that all of you can do the similar analysis that I have. And for this, you have to follow the next 4-5 minutes very closely. You can make notes of it if you want. The first question that you have to answer to yourself is, what is it that you love? Very simple question. And the analysis is not very difficult. It is very, very fundamental. And every one of us can answer this question. What is it that you love? 2, what is it that the world needs? Now here, the answer need not be same for all. If you are living in different parts of the world, the answer to this question will be different. But what is required for you to do is to analyze what the world needs in the areas where you are living, in the corner of the world where you are living, so that what the world needs will be relevant to you, and you will be able to incorporate this in our analysis of our own Ikigai. The third question that you have to ask yourself is, what are you good at? I don't think that is very difficult. We all spend a lifetime trying to learn something, trying to build up a skill, and I'm sure we'll all be able to answer this question. Some will have many, and many will have some, but we'll have something to write. So we can answer this question by noting down. You can note down these small things if you have a pencil and paper with you. What can you be paid for? Yes, I think this is also a very simple question. Ask yourself, what can you be paid for? And you will be able to find answers to it. Now, the most important step to evaluate Ikigai is to find a relation between them. When you are trying to find the relation, you will find the following things. What you love and what your world needs should be your mission. Supposing you love to teach and you find that there is a great need of teachers, especially the poor and deprived people, then you must take the mission. You must make teaching your mission. What are you good at and what can you be paid for? That should be your profession. In my case, I'm a qualified civil engineer, and I can be paid for, and I am being paid for being one. What you love and what are you good at? This should be your passion. Obviously, if you love something and you are extremely good at it, then we must all adopt that particular activity as our passion. And as we follow our passion, we will see whenever we are involved in an activity of passion, we are happy. Last but not the least, what the world needs and what can you be paid for should be your vocation. Now, vocation all the time need not be for payment. Vocation can be for gratis too. But what is more important is the vocation that you adopt must must emanate happiness within you. It must emanate happiness for all around you. It must emanate happiness for everything that you do in each of the 4 activities. That means if we are involved in a mission that creates happiness, in a passion that creates happiness, in a profession that creates happiness, and a vocation that creates happiness, happiness will be all around you. And Do we do anything else in our daily life? We are always involved in one of these four activities. And in these four activities are something that give you happiness. Obviously, happiness will be around you permanently. That was the theory about it. Now we will get down to some practical evaluation, how to exactly find your own ikigai. This is the first step to actually make the evaluation of your ikigai. Had it been a workshop, a long workshop, we would have done this within the session itself, and I would be able to help you in trying to evaluate your ikigai. Now, what is it that you have to do? What is it that you love? You write down 10 answers at least. You should find the more the better. It is not necessary it should be 10, but what you love, I would prefer that it should be as many as you can. What the world needs. Here again, there is the list can be endless. So list down 10, 12 of them, which is relevant to the place where you live, in a corner of the world where you are, which is relevant to you and the people around you. What can you be paid for? Again, you can write down those activities as I had told you before. 1, 2, 3, 4. It will be many for some and some for many. And what you are good at, here again, place your hand on your heart and write down what are you really good at. And you will have answers here. And it is very important to know that all these questions have been carefully designed. And you will find that when you give an answer to this question, there will be many similarities. And that is what is desired in this particular play, in this particular case. So the next step that you have to do is you have to encircle the activities which are common between what you love and what the world needs. Just circle them, like the circles that are shown over here. That means it will show you the common between the two activities. That means the common activities in this and this. That means these two activities are your mission. Again, between what the world needs and what can you be paid for, that again there will be something common, and that should be your profession. And what you are good at, what you can be paid for will be your profession, and what the world needs and what can you be paid for will be your vocation. So we go back to this. So now what is it that you are having? You are having, after making the common activities in all the four questions, you have 1 or 2 activities in passion, 1 or 2 activities under mission, you have 1 or 2 activities under vocation, and 1 or 2 activities under profession. So that means you are having the commonalities now. Now is the real thing that you have to do. Find out what is common in all of them: passion, mission, vocation, and profession. Here again, for different people, there could be a different situation. It is not necessary that you will have 4 commonaries. You may have 3, you may have 2, but there has to be at least 2 or 3. If it is 4, it is the best. So that means if you have to understand the entire thing in one single slide, that will be with the help of a Venn diagram. Here is what you see. The common between these two is here. The common between these two is over here. And the common between what you are good at and what can you play is shown here. And common of all the four is your Ikigai. Ikigai, that means when you have found the common and when you are engaging in those 3 or 4 activities that you have come evaluated as Ikigai. And when you are involving yourself in these activities, you will find that you are having happiness all around you. The more you involve in the activities related to your Ikigai, the more better it is. In some cases, it is also possible that when you ask yourself the questions of the evaluation that you have done against Ikigai, it may be possible that you may feel, no, yeah, it has come, but this does not give me much happiness. So it means that you have to go back to step 1 and make your analysis again. But I assure you, I have gone through this myself. I've seen many people doing it. Ikigai works, and involve yourselves in the work of Ikigai. I assure you, you will be very, very happy. Now, to contemplate, to as a complement to the Ikigai activities that you have evaluated for yourself, we have 10 commandments of Ikigai. Very, very simple 10 commandments. If you follow this, it will add to the happiness that you have around you. The first commandment is to stay active. Don't retire till you are no more. Whatever it is, be excited to what you do. Keep on helping someone. Even if you are alone, be a partner with someone who needs help, and you will never be alone. You will never retire, and you will be able to help them. The second commandment is to take it slow. Does the sun ever move faster or slower for anyone? It does not. It moves at its own time. The turtle, so does it, in spite of the perils when it comes out from the egg till it goes out into the sea. It continues to go in its own pace. So we must be very happy that we are very unique, and we should be able to do it in our style, our pace. Never compare yourself with anyone, and never underestimate yourself. The third commandment is don't fill your stomach. They say the stomach must be kept in 4 parts. First quarter is for solids that you eat. Second quarter is for the water. Third quarter is for the liquids that you can. And the fourth quarter is for the air. It is very important that you basically have this dietary system in your stomach so that it generates good health at all times. The fourth commandment is surround yourself with good friends. There are many friends that you will come across in your life, but when you meet someone, you are extremely happy. So take specific steps, call them, disturb them. Even if you have not called them for a long time, you call them and say, hello, how are you? And you will see that you are very, very happy. You feel happiness when they are around you. Get ready for the next birthday. Yes, you must be very excited to wait and celebrate your next birthday. Be excited with whatever you are doing. Find happiness in it. And surely, if it is an Ikigai activity, you have to be happy. There is no other alternative. Smile. Smile is a wonderful, wonderful expression that is given free of cost by the Almighty God. When you smile at someone, even if he is unknown, he smiles back at you. And what happens to you? You feel very happy. The whole day becomes very cheerful, and smile generates the happy hormones of serotonin in your mind and keeps you charged throughout the day. Reconnect with nature. Yes, nature has given so much to us. We all have a responsibility to reconnect with nature. Go plant trees, help people grow trees, help to see that there is more and more greenery around us. Reach out with nature, blend with nature, and see and experience the happiness that is there in it. Give thanks to everyone for every small deed that is done. Be kind to everyone. Be kind even to the animals and the birds that are around you. The summer is here. Try to give some water or food to them, and it will give you real happiness. Live every moment with happiness. Don't trust the future. You be happy today. And last but not the least, follow your Ikigai. I am seeing this for myself. Evaluate your Ikigai. If you have any doubt about it, come back to me here as the here departing servant for you all. Life has just begun. Enjoy every moment. Be thankful for what you have. Never think of what you don't have. That's the secret of everlasting happiness. This is all about me, VSV Sudarshan, mobile number, WhatsApp number, email ID, everything is there. Any doubt about the evaluation for Ikigai, do not hesitate to call me. I'll be very, very happy to help you. Namaste.
Thank you, Sudarshan ji. That was a very, very awesome session. It was really great to learn about Ikigai, secret to happiness in our lives. People living in Okinawa are very happy and living more than 100 years of age, a lot of them. And what you love, what world needs, what can you get paid, what are you good at? Answers to these are the reason for happiness and longevity. Awesome session, sir. Thank you so much for enlightening us with Ikigai, a very interesting topic these days. With that, having said thanks to Sudarshan ji, now let's move on to our next speaker.